For an update on Ethiopia peace talks, I'm joined by Solomon Abate, VOA Horn of Africa Chief. Solomon, thank you for coming back to Africa 54.
Thank you for having me, Esther.
You know, there's not much coming out of the ongoing talks in South Africa, and I know you're the chief, and the VOA Horn of Africa is covering this story in depth. Do you have any update for us?
Esther, I wish I had something new to update you today. I have 4 reporters in Johannesburg and 3 reporters in Addis and 2 reporters in Mekelle. All eyes and ears are on these talks, and until now, all lips are tight on the negotiators' side. So we hope we will get something soon, but the good news is that the negotiations are underway. However, we are trying to listen to the will and wish of the Ethiopians about the entire situation on the ground and what they expect from Pretoria. Most of them are sick and tired of the war, Esther. It has been 24 months since this war began, and it's consuming a lot of what Ethiopia has. Its people, its moral, its resources. So most of those who spoke to want it to cease immediately, even though there are some who suggest that the war would continue until the end and call for TPLF to disarm.
So even as the talks continue, of course, closed doors and nothing much coming out of it, what are the expectations of the Ethiopian people out of these talks and for the country to move forward?
Ethiopians want to rebuild their country, as we hear from their own mouth, and they want peace again, and they want the talks succeed. That's what they are telling us. They want the negotiations, the talks went, in good faith on both parties, and stop the war, the immediate cessation of hostilities. The fighting is one of the demands from all sides, from almost everyone.
And yesterday you mentioned that even though the peace talks were going on in South Africa, that there was still fighting going on in Tigray. What is the situation like today?
Yeah, that is one erroneous thing that we are facing now. Peace talks are underway, as you've said, but the federal army is advancing in Tigray and capturing more towns, which were strongholds of TPLF. And as we hear from different sources, the fighting is severe, and there are people who have been displaced even now, and there are concerns, grave concerns from the international community that there might be potential atrocities committed in the region. However, the Ethiopian government is saying that they are working to return the situation to normal and provide humanitarian assistance to those who are in need.
Wow, what a difficult situation again.
Washington is also pushing. Today, Secretary of State Anthony Blinken reiterated his support to the talks and urged all parties to discuss, to talk in good faith and for the immediate cessation